It was the only time in our history that we were ruled by one person, almost like a dictator. So he was able to command all the people on the island to come and assist in the building of Nan Madol.
The lost city of Nan Madol has always been a mystery that mocks logic. An ancient complex of over 100 man-made islands, built from massive basalt stones and rising mysteriously out of the ocean. A place so strange that even today, science struggles to explain it. But that struggle may have just ended. Not with an answer, but with something far more unsettling. A drone equipped with LiDAR and ground-penetrating technology has just scanned the entire site.
There are 90 plus structures, all man-made. From here all the way down south.
All the way to there?
Yes.
Such a huge area.
It is huge.
Peeling away the layers of coral, sand, and centuries of secrecy. What it found buried beneath the waves has rewritten everything we thought we knew about this place. Because the city you see above the surface, it's just the beginning. Beneath it lies something older, bigger, and impossibly geometric. They call it the Venice of the Pacific. But what if this Venice was never a city at all, but a machine? Deep in the remote waters of Micronesia lies a silent ghost of a metropolis. Nan Madol stretches across a coral reef built on over 100 artificial islands, each one carefully crafted and connected by ancient canals. For centuries, it was the seat of the mysterious Sodeleur dynasty, a kingdom said to rule with supernatural power. But what truly defies reason is the construction itself. The base stones alone are estimated to weigh over 250,000 tons, 250,000 tons of rock, quarried and stacked into walls 30 feet high and 15 feet thick. Some individual stones weigh 50 tons each, and here's where things turn truly bizarre. These basalt logs, the very stones that form Nan Madol, are magnetic. Geologists have measured strange electromagnetic anomalies all across the site. It's as if the stones were chosen not for their strength, but for their magnetic properties, which raises a question no one can comfortably answer. Were these ancient builders just stacking rocks, or assembling the components of something far more advanced? The puzzle deepens when you realize these people had no metal tools, no wheels, no pulleys. So how did they carve, move, and position these enormous blocks with such mechanical precision? How did they transport them 25 miles across jungle and ocean? Mainstream archaeology says manpower and rafts. But that theory demands centuries of labor and resources far beyond the small island population's capabilities. It simply doesn't add up. Yet, the local legends might hold the missing piece. They speak of two sorcerer brothers who came from a distant land and used magic to levitate the massive stones into place. A myth, say the scholars, but maybe not just a myth anymore. Recently, a team of researchers decided to abandon traditional tools and go digital. They sent in a specialized drone armed with LiDAR, light detection, and ranging, a technology that fires millions of laser pulses per second to map terrain in microscopic detail. Flying above the dense jungle and shallow lagoons, the drone began to construct the most detailed 3D map of Nan Madol ever created. The lasers cut through canopy, water, and even the upper layers of coral and sediment. And what they revealed was jaw-dropping. The scan uncovered dozens of hidden structures, buried canals, and ceremonial zones that no human eye had ever seen. The city was far larger and far more organized than anyone ever imagined. But then came the discovery that broke history. The LiDAR data showed that the entire complex, all 100 plus islands, was resting on a single, massive, artificially flattened platform. And this platform wasn't rough or natural. It was perfectly rectangular, an artificial foundation in the middle of the ocean. Something that simply should not have been possible 1,000 years ago. This discovery changes everything. Nan Madol wasn't built island by island. It was built as one unified megastructure, a master-engineered project rivaling the Great Pyramids of Egypt. But there's a problem. A structure this massive requires planning, technology, and precision that should have been centuries beyond the reach of a small Pacific culture. So who were the builders really? Local history tells of the Sodeleur rulers, described as foreign giants who arrived around the year 1100. They were said to be taller than the natives, wielding strange powers, controlling both the land and the sea. They ruled for nearly 500 years. And according to the islanders, their strength came from something hidden beneath the city itself. Something not of this world. Modern archaeologists once dismissed these as legends, until LiDAR proved there is something hidden below. When researchers increased the drone's scanning depth, the data revealed hollow chambers and tunnels beneath the massive platform, geometric passageways forming a deliberate grid. It wasn't solid rock at all. It was a city beneath the city. The tunnels aligned precisely with astronomical markers, the solstices, the equinoxes, and connected to major ritual sites above ground. But the most mysterious feature was a central circular chamber located directly under the royal residence. Inside that chamber, readings showed materials of different densities, including traces of metallic ore arranged in repeating magnetic patterns. That's not a natural formation. It's engineering, and it eerily matches ancient tales describing the House of the Sun that glowed without fire. What could that have been? Some scientists now speculate that Nan Madol may have once housed an ancient energy source, a machine that drew power from Earth itself. A few even propose it functioned through piezoelectric principles, where immense pressure on certain stones can generate electrical charge. If that's true, then the 50-ton basalt columns weren't just walls. They were components, compressing the foundation below to activate the power within. In other words, Nan Madol wasn't simply a city. It may have been a machine. And then there's the wildest theory of all. What if the Sodeleur weren't just rulers, but survivors? Many researchers now link Nan Madol to the lost continents of Mu or Lemuria, legendary civilizations said to have vanished beneath the sea after a cataclysm. If that's true, Nan Madol could be one of the last outposts of their world, a fragment of advanced knowledge preserved after global collapse. Its unique architecture appears nowhere else in Micronesia. It's as if the city appeared fully formed, a copy of something older, built by people trying to remember what their ancestors once knew. Some even suggest that the foundation itself wasn't constructed in the traditional sense, but materialized using technology lost to time. Sound frequencies, resonant energy, even anti-gravity manipulation. Remember the legends of flying stones? What if those weren't metaphors? What if the sorcerers were engineers using a science we can barely replicate today? Acoustic levitation, moving 50-ton stones through harmonic sound? In that case, the city itself may have been a massive resonant device, a sonic engine tuned to the Earth's magnetic field. The chants of the priests could have been the activation codes, but even that might not be the end of it. Deep beneath the platform, sensors detected a shielded chamber that still emits faint magnetic pulses, as if something dormant continues to hum below the surface. This has led to the ultimate reality-bending theory. Was Nan Madol human at all? The city's perfect alignments with the stars, its geometric precision, and its inexplicable energy readings echo other sites across the planet. The pyramids, Stonehenge, Teotihuacan, all places rumored to be connected to the sky gods. Could Nan Madol have been one of their outposts? A beacon, a generator, or even a terraforming station left behind by visitors from beyond? And were the Sodeleur merely caretakers of a power they never truly understood? One thing is certain. Nan Madol shatters our timeline of history. It stands as silent proof that our ancestors, or perhaps someone else entirely, once commanded forces we can't yet explain. A city of stone that may also be a machine that may still be sleeping beneath the waves. So, was Nan Madol an ancient metropolis, or the last remnant of a forgotten technology, a relic of lost gods, or proof that humanity's past is far stranger than we dare to believe? What do you think lies beneath the surface? Let us know your theories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the mysteries of our world are only just beginning.